Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. It's week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in week 4. And makes it across the 20 as these guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Richardson going right to the air. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jonathan Taylor there, and that'll bring up second down. You look at this Jaguar defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rally to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first down, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Here Richardson yet again. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Michael Dana in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's the former NFL rushing champ. It's Jonathan Taylor. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. This one finds Austin out right. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
And this is an offense that's #1 in the NFL in rushing, and you know that has to be the focus of any game plan defensively. But they can throw it, too, as evidence right there. And they move the chains here on this opening drive.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Throwing, completing, quick to Calvin Ridley. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Point after, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's Calvin Ridley who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 23 carries, 110 yards.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. You look at this Jaguar defense. They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team, all right? Anytime you can tell your offense, hey, just get us a couple touchdowns. We got this thing locked down. That's when you know you're playing well and you're carrying your team along.
On 3rd down, it's Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now ETN to start the drive. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
The numbers on the ground for ETN last week.
20 carries, 81 yards, and a touchdown.
How about the first month of the season for him? He leads the league in rushing, so you know his confidence is at an all-time high, which means his offensive line loves it too. They'll get more opportunities to run blocks for him.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. Now Lawrence changing the play. Lawrence giving to ETN here on the option.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
The Jaguars hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4.
They fire this one quickly to Austin. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
They'll run with ETN. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Here's Lawrence. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4.
Back to the ground with Etienne. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne.
That one's a milestone. Touchdown number 150 for his great career.
And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's good to make it 14-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
On 1st down, Richardson. This pass left side to Downs.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Richardson on 3rd and short. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Aluakin.
That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
first and 10. It's Etienne.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0. From the 23, here's 2nd and 5. Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And they'll go again with Etienne.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
79 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Lawrence going to keep it.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Trevor Lawrence
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Jags have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And it is now 21-0. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it was capped off by Trevor Lawrence taking it in himself.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now it's Richardson. Into space at the 45.
And he takes it all the way up to the 47. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And quickly they get to the line.
3rd and long for Richardson. He'll check this one down to Taylor.
And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop him with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Jacksonville offense gets the ball back. Travis Etienne and company head back out there.
First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. And I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. He finds his man, complete. It's Steele.
He's to the 15.
Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Jaguars are able to add on to their first half lead.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it is 28-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And running with power here.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. Meanwhile, Richardson's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Richardson going to change the play here. And now an audible here into something else. 1st and 10, it's Richardson.
Now a short one to Gesicki. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Second and 5. And Richardson back to throw it. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Richardson shotgun on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal.
A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick here is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of the team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
From midfield now, Lawrence.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He completes it to Ridley. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield.
It's a big play for the Jaguars. 41 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
And they'll run with Etienne.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars just continue to roll. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. And that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game. And really, they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Josh Allen came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Richardson looking to throw.
Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Richardson working from the gun.
That was short one to Gesicki. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
After the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space, taken down right at the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
With that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Richardson.
He's got it. Touchdown, Colts.
Donovan Peoples-Jones
From 10 yards out.
And the Colts take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. On that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field.
Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 23. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. He got 29 yards that time.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Lawrence going to get this to ETN.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a 1st.
Again, it's Lawrence.
Escaping the pressure right.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there. His 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Jaguars will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Now for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Now Richardson. He'll get this off to Taylor.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Third and 1, Richardson to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Here's 2nd and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Austin. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Calvin Ridley and the Jaguars back onto the field.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Now Lawrence.
Finds his tight end Ingram. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now Lawrence to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And the Jags are going to have what looks to be a 1st and goal as he'll take this down to the 10-yard line. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 110 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll try to run with ETN. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete bat. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. 1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Second down, here's Richardson. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Mike 630.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. The toss here completed to Pittman. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Here's Richardson to throw.
Now a short one to Gesicki. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Again, it's Richardson. He'll drop this down to Taylor.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
On first down, Richardson. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. 2nd down and 4.
They'll look to throw again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
From the shotgun, Richardson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Colts first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.